You're listening to the Impact Implosion on the Angry Marks Podcast Network.
Welcome, everybody, to the Sunday edition of the Impact Implosion. My name is Seth Draken, and as always, my co-host, Mike Poland.
Hello, everybody.
This week's episode will be called TNA Hardcore Justice Preview.
Hardcore Justice.
Oh, yeah. Instead of Hardcore Country, it's Hardcore Justice.
Hey, you can get Serge to do the theme to that, too.
Oh, God, yeah. Anyways, we had a bit of news. Let me see the news and see if we had any news that happened.
Rosita's going to be in a movie.
What movie? I didn't hear about that.
I read that. I didn't read the headline, but I know she's going to be in a movie.
I heard that Tara got banned from Wizard World.
What did she go to jail for?
It's a convention. It's like a comic convention.
Did she kill a spider?
Banned. No.
Did she kill a spider?
No. She got banned because WWE is going to be at Wizard World, and they wouldn't do it if a TNA superstar was there. I am not shitting you on that.
Oh, wow. That is such bullshit.
Yeah, that's what they told her. It's basically WWE wasn't going to do it if TNA was there.
What fucking interest does WWE have in Wizard World?
I have no freaking idea. I even said that. What interest do they have? There is none.
I mean, what? Did they sign the Boogeyman back?
Oh, God.
God, no, they didn't. It's just CM Punk and John Cena are going to be there.
I mean, you know, we going to get a Kevin Thorne appearance?
Oh, dear God. Only if he brings back Shelly Martinez.
The only one they had was Victoria or Tara. It's not like they had a whole TNA people there.
But
they had one.
Still, though, you know, Tara is involved in, you know, various art and comic and tattoo cultures, so, you know, it makes sense to be there. I mean, you know, I mean, okay, I get it. You know, CM Punk, yeah, he's tatted up and shit, but, man, that's just lame.
I agree. Apparently, also, there's rumors that Winter will be departing TNA soon.
Yeah, well, that makes sense considering Angelina's gone.
Yeah, and Velvet Sky's gone too. You know, TNA might need to start getting some new knockouts. They really do.
Well, I mean, I don't know if this falls into TNA news, but the beautiful people are going to be reuniting on a show in Fishkill in a few weeks.
Well, they can. It's not
against
part
Rosita
of
and a partner to be named, which I'm assuming was supposed to be Mickie James, but she has another commitment.
Imagine if it was Lacey Von Erich.
And by the way, your referee for this match, Lita.
Oh, okay. Lita, Velvet Sky did want to be around Lita one time.
Why?
I don't know. Velvet Sky did that was her dream match. Don't ask me
maybe
why.
WWE will sign her eventually.
Yeah. Anyways, we had before we get to the Impact show, which I had no idea was happening. I have no idea what happened because I did not watch it because I was in New York. And they have no cable TV up there where I'm living.
Well. And I guess I leave this show, don't I?
Yeah, it kind of stinks, I agree.
Well, we had Bound for Glory series matches on the house shows last weekend, didn't we?
Oh, last weekend? Let me see that now.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy against the Pope in one of them, James Storm against Kazarian, which makes sense, 'cause I didn't know he was in the series.
Oh, yeah, we did. James Storm beat the Pope at 8-4, August 4th. Oh, no, wait a minute. This is the last one. Let me see. The last one they had was, they didn't have any house shows. Basically, for 8-8, the next one was 8-19, which was Impact.
Huzzah.
Yeah. So they only have the Impact ones up.
Okay, so let's go into that then.
Yeah.
Impact starts with Bully Ray on the microphone.
Not
And
bad.
he says that Joseph Park taught him one thing, and that's how to look at the evidence. And basically, he points the finger at James Storm for being in Aces and Eights, which, of course, everybody's been doing in the last 2 or 3 weeks. And then Storm is out and says it's not him.
Dude, it ain't me, brother.
And then Aces and Eights appear on the screen, and one of them talks with a voice that sounds like a Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget.
Or Bane from the Dark Knight Rises, from what I've heard.
All that's missing is I'll get you next time, Bobby Roode. Anyway, we have a backstage promo with Pope saying that tonight he has a chance to gain points in the Bound for Glory series, and says if he's in the Final Four, the TNA title will come home with the Congregation. Got some bad news for you, Pope. I don't think you're making the Final Four, buddy.
Yeah, by the way, Pope, didn't your Congregation turn on you years ago?
Yep. He has a short-term memory loss.
Your Congregation turned on you. Sorry, Pope.
Our first match is Rob Van Dam battling Magnus, and Van Dam gets the win.
3 minutes.
3 minutes with the 5-star splash.
No Job Rob returns.
We go backstage where Bobby Roode says tonight's contract signing may not happen unless his demands are met, and we'll get into that in a minute.
That's your
We have Christopher
Rude.
Daniels and Kazarian defending the titles against Devon and Garrett Bischoff for some reason.
Yeah,
With Kazarian pinning Devon after using one of the belts.
yeah, why did the tag champs need to cheat?
We have Robbie E in the ring saying that nobody thinks he can win the Bound for Glory series.
You can't.
Of course. He finally figured it out.
Rob,
But
mathematically eliminated. You seriously?
everyone forgets that he has 5 points, and after Hardcore Justice, he will have 25 points.
If he wins.
Well, James Storm has 66, so, you got a lot of catching up to do, Bob.
Yeah, even if you get the 25. The closest guy, I believe, the fourth guy has 40s. So,
He got the 5 points when he beat Jeff Hardy, blah, blah, blah. Hardy comes out, and this segment ends with Hardy going through a table, which means, if we didn't already know, Robbie E will lose tonight, and it'll probably be Jeff Hardy putting him through the table.
Yep.
We have Kurt Angle pinning AJ Styles.
Well, first we had a guy with a camera catching up with AJ Styles who basically calls, AJ says he doesn't drink, so he should remember if it happened. And he says it must have been pretty bad sex because he doesn't remember. So yeah.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, he's basically doing a Teddy from Friday the 13th final chapter and calling Claire Lynch a dead fuck. Anyways, before even Kurt Angle came out, we had Samoa Joe on the broadcast booth basically saying he's going to win this thing.
I'm going to win, and I'm going to yell really loud for no reason.
Well, he's got to yell. He's an intense individual.
Kind of like Mike Mondo, except bigger.
By the way, Claire Lynch was at ringside cheering for AJ Styles.
God. Never put the camera on her ever.
They always do.
The ugliest woman in wrestling history.
I wouldn't
Except
say
Nicole Bass, maybe.
in wrestling history, Mae Young would probably deserve that honor.
Yeah, but Mae Young's like 80 years old, so,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'd say it's either Claire Lynch or Nicole Bass.
Oh, God, Nicole Bass.
Anyway, Kurt Angle pins AJ Styles and gains 7 points. This is actually a good match, as you would expect.
Yeah.
After the match, we have Claire Lynch at ringside who stares at AJ and says, "Good job," and AJ basically just blows her off.
Yeah, basically
just keeps walking.
Has that face that makes her look like the crazy crackhead she is.
Ah.
Yeah.
We have Miss Tessmacher going over Gail Kim next.
Well, we had also segments before this, Aces and Eights, run down all the people they've taken so far, and tonight we'll find out who gets the dead man's hand. Spoiler, no one. Ken Anderson walks in on James Storm, and he basically has some suspicions. But he says to James Storm, if he's the next victim, it's Storm's ass.
Yep. And next we have the women's title.
Arguing with someone about the title match and says what's up. He says he doesn't know what's going on, but they're going to hand their list like men, so there's going to be a match this Sunday. Then we had a match.
Yes, we had Miss Tessmacher beating Gail Kim in a non-title match. And the previous matches have been better, but this one was only like 5 minutes, so you know how much you're going to get out of it.
Afterwards, Brooke was celebrating her win as Madison Rayne comes out to ringside. Oh yeah, by the way, Earl Hebner was the referee. Since Madison Rayne's not in this match, he ain't screwing anybody, but Madison Rayne gets in the ring and kisses Earl Hebner.
For no real reason other than to creep most of the viewers out.
Yeah, by the way, if Earl Hebner is in this match as the referee...
Madison Rayne is winning.
No, obvious. Well, she might win, and then someone might finally get their head up their ass and reverse it.
That's how we'll get our monthly fuck finish on a TNA pay-per-view.
Yep. We have Joseph Park.
Figuratively and literally, anyway.
Who deals with contracts on a regular basis. And it brings him back to 2003 when he had a shining moment and closing argument. This is the kind of thing he warned Sting about last week. Because animosity like that we see between Aries and Ruse can cause all kind of problems in contract negotiations. We look back at last week when Kenny King pinned Zema Ion, and we had a video package. King talks about the biggest risk of his career to come to TNA. You know what? That is true. He did take a huge one there. Every morning he gets up to train and slaps the hamburger out of his hand. I don't know what that means, but he thinks about it. He thinks about what it will feel like to have a championship belt in his hand. Then
unfortunately, I don't think King's going to win, but anyway.
Oh, I hope he does, but, you know, it'd be perfect to feud at ROH.
Right.
Yeah, anyways, Sting comes out to the contract negotiation, blah, 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 blah. Basically, what the Roots contract problem is that if he loses, he doesn't get a title shot against as long as Aries is a champion.
And Aries says, fuck it, we'll make a verbal agreement.
We'll make a verbal agreement that if either one of us loses, we ain't getting a title match.
Which will probably fuck over Aries, because I think he might lose tonight.
Yeah. Anyways, James Storm and Bully Ray backstage, and they are walking.
Yay.
We're talking about he's here to beat the best. And before long, he and Hernandez will have gold around their waist.
And then we also have a promo from Gunner and Kid Cash. It was mixed promos.
Yeah, they ain't impressed because they think Chavo is a cheater. No shit, Sherlock. Anyways, then they run down the entire lineup of Ford Hardcore Justice.
Which we'll do in a minute.
Yeah, and then they look at the Bound for Glory Series leaderboard. Then it's off to the ring for our main event, and we will do the Bound for Glory Series leaderboard after this main event, which was Bully Ray versus James Storm. I did not see this match, so what did you think?
It was fine. Bully Ray gets the win by using a chain. And after the match, we hear from Aces and Eights, who promised to be at Hardcore Justice tonight.
And they'll see.
And we end the show with Bully Ray yelling, "Are they looking for me, or are they coming for me? Are they coming for me?" is what he said.
They coming for me! They're coming for me!
Bully Ray, we coming for you!
We ain't saying that last word.
Anyway, that leads us
to the Bound for Glory Series results standings right now. And 12th place is Robbie E. With points. Since there are only 11 matches you can basically have with every opponent, he is 1 for 8. He's screwed. The Pope has 7. He's screwed. AJ Styles can make a run at this if he wins, which I think he might do in the ladder match.
It's his type of match.
Yeah.
Sort of.
He's in 10th place with 16 points. Magnus has 21 points. Bully Ray has 28. Daniels is at 7th with 33. There is a 5th place tie between Jeff Hardy and Bob Van Dam for 35 points. And
Rick
yes,
Van Darn.
4th place And these will be the 4 people who will be at No Surrender right now if the show ended, if the Bound for Glory series ended today, or after tonight, before tonight. Mr. Anderson is 4th place with 40 points. Kurt Angle has 48. Samoa Joe has 54. And James Storm has 66.
Yep.
Oh, let's get to the
Hardcore Justice.
Hardcore Justice.
And we have the X Division title to lead us off with Kenny King and Zema Ion.
I think they're going to keep the belt and give Iman, but I really think they should give Kenny King the belt.
Yeah, Kenny should get the belt, especially with Sorensen not being back for a while.
Yeah.
To make a feud out of these two for a little bit.
Be perfect for having the belt is when Jesse Sorensen comes back. He ain't come back for a while.
Right.
So,
and we have the random tag match of Hernandez and Chavo versus Kid Cash and Gunner.
Hernandez and Chavo are winning.
Yes. Women's knockouts title match. Madison Rayne versus Miss Tessmacher. I hope they have more chemistry than they did on Impact a few months back.
I actually think they're going to find some way for Brooke to keep the belt, but I am worried here that they'll give it to Madison.
Have 2 referees in this one. Have like a double referee thing.
Yeah. I mean, really, they really, it really should not have Earl Hebner as a referee, but they're going to.
Right. And then we have Falls Count Anywhere for 20 points in the Bound for Glory series. RVD, Pope, Magnus, and Anderson. This match is going to be a mess.
I think the 2 people who would have the most sense winning this match are Magnus and RVD.
Right.
And I think Rob Van Dam's going to win.
And then I say RVD. And then we have our next one, which is worth 20 points, Bound for Glory series. Will be Jeff Hardy, James Storm, Bully Ray, and the loser, Robbie E.
Bully Ray, I think it would really be something if Bully Ray wins this match, but I have a feeling Jeff Hardy's going to win after what happened.
Yeah, Hardy wins by putting both Robbies to a table.
Matt Hardy?
No, Jeff.
You said Matt.
I said Hardy.
Oh, I thought you said Matt Hardy. It's like, what? Is there going to be a substitution here? Anyway.
Ladder match. Kurt Angle, AJ Styles, Daniels, Samoa Joe, as if you really knew the stipulation for this one. But AJ. I'm going to say AJ.
AJ, yeah. I have AJ making a huge run.
Okay, and then our World Heavyweight Championship, as we just went over, whoever wins, wins, and whoever loses, loses.
Yeah, ain't getting a rematch.
And I say Rude regains the title here.
Yeah, Rude's going to regain the belt.
Rude's and somewhere Sierra is crying.
I know. But that's basically the pay-per-view.
This is a decent lineup, actually.
Yeah, basically, we have finished this whole show.
In about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Anything you want to plug, Seth?
I want to say that I will not be around this week, most of the week, for chats or anything, because I have to get my computer in to fix a virus. 2 of them, actually. There's 2 Trojans in here that I've been able to kind of quarantine, but I want to get rid of them completely. And
what are you downloading, Seth?
I am not downloading anything.
Are you worse than me with these viruses? Because I download stuff like that all the time.
I don't know.
I think it's computer software that can fix them, and it ends up causing the virus.
Honestly. Anyways, also...
what? Just don't go anywhere on the internet except AngryMarks.com. 100% guaranteed to be virus-free. Unless that virus is Claire Lynch. In which case, we apologize. We do have to cover the news, though.
No, that would be a STD, not a virus. But anyway.
Yeah, that'd be the crack gene.
Anyway, I've got some things. Later, probably either tomorrow or Monday, I'm going to have a column up going over today's show that I went to, which was the Robbie Ellis Tribute Super Juniors show, which was really good and was actually finalized by 2 guys that we've seen on ROH a lot, one being Eddie Edwards and the other one being Matt Taven. And I'll have a column up on that probably either Maybe late tonight into tomorrow or on Tuesday. And then...
Question.
What?
Are they having a tribute show for Rob Ellis if he's still alive?
He had to retire because...
I thought he was Robbie.
He had to retire due to a serious blood disease, and they decided to do this tribute for him.
Okay, that's fair enough. A different guy anyways. I thought Robbie E. I forgot it's Rob Echoes who's Robbie E.
No. Robbie Ellis has been wrestling about 60 years longer than Rob Echoes.
Okay.
He's like 69 years old anyway. And then August 31st, IWE returns to Fairfield with a 6-man tag on the docket between Towers of Pain and Ricky Williams, Mr. Canada, against the Tenacious 2 and Frankie Flash. The new IWE champion Gino Martino makes his first defense against Sonny Roselli. And in the main event, it will be Fans Bring Their Weapons. Round 3 between these two. Mark Moment taking on former ROH champion Eddie Edwards. And then on September 1st, IWE back in Brewer at Cityside Restaurant, featuring a tag title defense as the Tenacious 2 challenge the Towers of Pain. And then for the IWE title, it'll be Gino Martino against the man who he eliminated to win the title from the King of New England last weekend, Big Jean Jarreau. And also in a women's title match, it'll be Mistress Belmont looking to end her feud with Nadia Adriana, who is the champion, in a Belmont's House of Fun match. And I'm not sure what that is.
Could be a Clockwork Orange House of Fun.
I'm thinking it's that, and probably using some of her dominatrix weapons as well.
Oh yeah.
Whips and chains.
And slaves all around the ring.
Anyway, that's it for me, I guess, for right now.
Anyways, I've got one more thing to mention. Speaking of quarantine, my brother's dog right now is being quarantined off outside a bit because while we were in New York, he thought he saw something eating the cat food and he thought it was a stray cat. Turns out it wasn't. It was a skunk.
A skunk?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Was it Pepe Le Pew?
I have no idea. It was eating cat food. Bandit thought it was a stray cat. He got sprayed pretty badly by the skunk. We're having some issues cleaning that up. And that's all we have.
Yep. If anybody wants to feedback, as long as you don't send us viruses, email. You can email me or you can reach me on Facebook. I guess that's it. We'll see you in a week. Bye, everyone.